Bossman here, the boss of pro wrestling, along with the legendary Herb Simmons, and we want to welcome you to March Mayhem here in Chillicothe, Ohio. Welcome, Herb.
Well, that's right. Welcome to March Mayhem. Thank you, Sean. You talk about big-time wrestling. It's right here in Chillicothe, Ohio. I am so honored to be here. You know, I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, under Sam Muchnick at Wrestling at the Chase, a program that started on television in 1959 and went until 1983. All the greats came through St. Louis, even Bobby Fulton. And all of those guys that you're going to see in and out of here in Chillicothe. This is going to be a great show. You don't want to go anywhere. Sean, I know you're familiar with all of the local talent here. Absolutely. And boy, we're going to make them be superstars here on Big Time Wrestling.
They are indeed superstars and fans. If you have not heard this man on commentary, you have not been watching wrestling for long enough, so make sure you keep your ears open tonight. Hello everybody, Sean Bossman here, the boss of pro wrestling, along with my colleague, the legendary Herb Simmons. And what an event we've got for you here tonight. March Mayhem, brought to you by World Classic Professional Big Time Wrestling. And you know, if it's James Hines, it's big time.
Well, without a doubt, Sean, thank you. And I tell you what, this capacity crowd come to see the best in professional wrestling and big time wrestling is that. I'm excited about being here. I'm excited for this open match. These two young men are going to tear the roof off this place.
Oh, one look at them, you can see the condition they're in. You know these guys are top athletes. Collar and elbow tie up right away. Nice arm drag takedown. And look at that, the handsome one. So proud of himself.
Oh, yeah, and the valet, Miss Caress. You know, when you have a valet on the outside, that referee is going to have to be on double duty.
Absolutely. Accusing him of a hair pull. Well, he does have a lot of hair to pull.
Oh, yeah. Referee admonishing, telling him to stay out of the hair. I don't know if the referee saw it. He's just kind of giving him a little warning there. Listen to this crowd, Sean.
Let's go Chase. Let's go Chase.
There's no doubt who the favorite is here.
Without a doubt. Tie up once again. Who would you give the power edge to in this match? They both seem very evenly built.
Oh, he blocks and throws that big right soup bone. These two men come to fight it out, man, I'm telling you.
Well, Nick is complaining about the closed fist, and I don't blame him for that. Uh-oh, went for a kick to the midsection, but he got caught. And now he's kind of at his mercy, begging off. Schoolboy roll, only 2 count. A little too early to put away someone like Nick Hamrick. Nice drop down. Whoa, into that elbow.
That reverse elbow found its mark on Nick. And now a big suplex, snap suplex.
Well executed. Nick Hamrick probably doing the smart thing, taking a powder.
Well, with the lovely Caress out there, I think I may be doing that also.
Yeah, there's definitely multiple benefits. Posing for the crowd on the outside is Hamrick. There's Chase Emery inviting him back into the... Uh-oh, now he's got him by the hair. Just dropped down right across the ropes. Crushing the larynx a little bit. And now Hamrick going to work on Emery. High fence chop in the corner. Snap there takes him over. Oh! Looked like he did that by the hair.
Man, he had a handful of it when he went over, without a doubt. The crowd's not happy with it. I'll tell you. This Nick guy seems to know how to just skate those rules.
He definitely is a master of the loopholes in the ring. Or in the rule book, I should say. Oh, he missed with that one. Nice. Turnabout's fair play. As he goes head first into the turnbuckle now. Irish whip across the ring. Here he goes. But nobody home. Did you see that entire ring shift when he hit the corner?
Man, it moved 6 inches. It hit it with his chest. That'll really knock it out of him. Drops that elbow down across that sternum.
Might even have landed on the lower ribs there. You could crack a rib that way.
Sean, I want to just comment a minute before we went on the air. Dylan Hines, who has been gone for some time, came out with a special guest of John Laurinaitis. And whoa, look at this. Mr. Rest.
Well, you mentioned that earlier. Having a valet out there is definitely an advantage.
Double trouble. But I thought Dylan Hines had seen his ways of the past, but he showed here tonight before we went on the air just how deviant he can be. And John Laurinaitis right there, I guess, in the pocket of Dylan Hines.
Well, we all wondered what Laurinaitis was here for, and I guess now we know. As Hamrick delivered that incredible suplex.
He held him up there and had that blood rushing down.
You can tell by the reaction of Chase Emery, he landed poorly on that lower back.
Well, this Chase Emery, I understand, has been doing some training and wrestling with Noah and was trained by Lodi.
Very well schooled indeed. Look at that!
Oh!
He might have, so close.
Reverse cradle.
Oh, thumb to the eye. Kind of a desperation move on the part of Hamrick.
That's the equalizer.
No matter who you are, your eyes are always vulnerable.
5 minutes gone, 15 minutes remaining.
5 minutes have gone by thus far. Irish Root, look at that ring.
5 minutes of non-stop action here in your opening bout.
I figured it would be nothing less than non-stop action with these incredible athletes. Going down to the breadbasket there. There's Hamrick. Irish whip again. Oh, reversal this time. Over the top goes Hamrick. Oh, he got caught.
It's not a place you want to get caught up on that top rope.
Absolutely not. It looks like he's about to go for the ride.
Whoa.
Ow!
Man, oh man. How many times in your career have you seen that happen to Ric Flair?
I've seen that happen a lot. I thought you were going to ask how many times did it happen to me. None, fortunately.
Whoa. And Chase. Them running clotheslines, finding her mark. Now a kick to the midsection. Comes off. Whoa, big knee lift. Cross body. He goes for the cover. 1, 2. Whoa, back. Hamrick kicks out.
You notice the lovely Miss Caressa. She was right there to interfere if she needed to.
You know, you got to give credit to the referee in a match like this. He's got to be all over that ring, and he's doing a fantastic job.
Absolutely he is. Looks like Chase is about to go up this time.
Uh-oh, high-risk maneuver by Chase. He's up on that top rope now.
Waiting for him. Cross Ola. Reversal. He's into the ropes now. To the ref. But they were into the ropes. The ref obviously didn't see it.
Referee didn't see it. You can't fault the ref if he didn't see it. And just that quick, Nick gets the 3 count.
You got to say, luck was riding on his shoulder this time. As they were clearly into the ropes. Chase Emery upset. I can't say I blame him. But nonetheless, Nick Hamrick, the handsome one, getting the Duke in our opening bout. No respect.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more induction into the Ohio Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame.
They have no respect.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more induction into the Ohio Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more induction into the Ohio Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more induction into the Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more induction in the Wrestling Hall of Fame. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more.
All right, this will be our second match here in March Mayhem, and the great Nate Matson.
All right, I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Unfortunately, it hurts me to make this announcement right now. Clearly, a lot of work goes into this sport. In the past 6 months, I've been relentlessly training to beat Nate Matson, just like the Buckeyes did back in November. But unfortunately, through that process, I did sustain an injury to my ribs. Unfortunately, tonight, I don't want to let you guys down as fans. You guys spent your hard-earned money to come here and support all of us, me as well, and I don't want to let you guys down if I'm not 100%. So with that all being said, tonight, I will have to forfeit this match, but Nate, this doesn't mean you're off the hook. This does not mean you're off the hook, and I will be back stronger than I've ever been. And just like I said, I'm gonna hit you with that. Elite!
Well, what a development here, Sean. I'm telling you, it sounds like there's going to be a forfeit here. Well, I know this.
I'm a little caught off guard here. I was not expecting this one.
I know Nate Matson has had some heat with the Fulton family, and it's sure showing here tonight.
And I know that Bobby Fulton was definitely looking forward to seeing Jaron take on Nate Matson. And he's got a few words to speak.
In front of everybody here, your whole family, you're telling me that you're a coward?
Oh, come on.
That's a low blow.
Absolutely.
And I can't blame Bobby Fulton. He's doing the right thing.
You're worse than that sucking dog dad of yours, Bobby Fulton.
Oh, wait, he's coming back.
Uh-oh. Don't let your pride get in your way there.
The man's got an injury. Oh, wait, that's a bell. Is this official? He's got a match, fans.
Oh, he's got a match. He's going after him, but Nate knows he's already going after those ribs.
Oh, he set himself up greatly for that one.
Bobby getting up on the ring, steps on the apron.
Oh! Ref might have to stop this.
Man, I'm telling you, well, you heard me say that there has been some heat between Nate Matson and the Fulton family, and Bobby trying to get in the ring, referee keeping him out.
Oh! Stopping right on those ribs. And Bobby desperately trying to get in like a father protecting his son. As the great Nate Matson is being relentless.
Got him by the hair. This Nate, a veteran out of Michigan, trained by the Sam Houston and the late Mark Wolf.
Wait.
Whoa, look at this. Hey!
Just like that.
That's all it takes in the 1, 2, 3.
Falling right on top of him. Jaron pulling the big, and look at Matson. Matson is furious. He can't believe what he just allowed to have happen.
Bobby Fulton's got to be as proud as a peacock, I'm telling you.
Without a doubt, but at what price? Clearly some damage was done to those already injured ribs. But it shows the kind of fighter that Jaron Fulton is.
Oh, that young man's going to have a future for him, I can tell you, if he's got that type of determination.
Determination, that is definitely the right word. And like you said, Bobby Fulton has to be proud of his son, who's clearly hurting as he makes his way toward the back with a victory he didn't even expect to have.
No, I tell you what, they were on their way back to the dressing room, and when Nate started using those comments, the young Fulton said, well, I'll show you who's tough here, and he went in there and just that quick got the win.
Matson should have just taken the victory, and now he's not only out of victory, he's out the winner's share of the money. We're full of surprises here tonight at March Mayhem. And that's only the second match.
Only the second match, and I mean, the crowd is so intensified. I mean, you can feel the electricity through this building. I mean, when I said big time wrestling, it's right here. You fans at home have got a front row seat, and you're getting to see all of it right there in your living room or wherever you may be watching it from.
Fans, a major bombshell was dropped here tonight at March Mayhem when it was revealed that the former right-hand man of Vince McMahon himself in World Wrestling Entertainment, John Laurinaitis, would now be joining up with World Classic Professional Big Time Wrestling as a member of its committee. What kind of influence is he going to have? What is going to come from this association? Your guess is as good as mine, but I cannot wait to see what's going to come from this association. All right, the ringleader man going to take on Killer Kyle Craven.
Oh, Chillicothe, let me hear ya! I would just like to say tonight is my first time here, and I really appreciate what you guys did for Mr. Hughes earlier tonight. That is my trainer. He taught me, and I want to let you all know, this guy big. He's big. He's strong. He is weak. But if we all come together and y'all help me, I think I can beat him. Do y'all think I can beat him?
He's showing a lot of confidence.
Well, Sean, I got to tell you, this Killer Kyle Craven is a monster. I've been all over, and I've seen men in this business, and I've seen big men, but this is a monster here at Big Time Wrestling.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely known as a monster. As a matter of fact, you talk about his size and his power. About the only person in Big Time Wrestling who could possibly match him with power would be Superman Onyx himself. And that would be a match to see.
I'm anxious to see what this big man can do as a collar and elbow tie-up.
Well, that should come as no surprise. Unbelievable power possessed by Craven.
I don't know if I'd want to be on the other side of the ring looking at that monster there, I'll tell you.
No doubt he's rethinking his words. Oh, a couple push-ups. Trying to, I guess, maybe warm up a little bit better.
He's going to have to do quite a few of those to catch up with the monster and Killer Kyle Craven.
He's got to be careful. Don't turn his back and give an opening to the monster.
Just powering his way back. Man, I tell you, he just muscled right into that corner. Clean break. Whoa.
Well, obviously, speed is on his side.
Yeah.
He's going to have to use that. And his brains, he says.
The ringmaster says, I'm going to show him. I'm going to outmaneuver him here. Nice go behind. Comes up with a side headlock.
He's got to keep the monster guessing. That's definitely got to be part of his game plan. But as soon as Craven gets his hands on you.
Like a sack of potatoes throwing him across that ring.
Absolutely. So far, quickness has been his key. Speed versus power, very classic matchup.
He hasn't been able to take him off of his feet yet. And that's what you want to do with a big man. You want to get him down.
Oh! Wow!
Holy cow!
About took his head off with that one.
The big monster in Big Time Wrestling just almost decapitated his opponent.
And the Killer nearly lived up to his name right there.
And now a blatant chokehold. Referee right there in front of him in his capacity crowd. He didn't care.
Well, he knows he's got to a 5 count. Look, choking again, now on the ropes this time.
I gotta tell you, Sean, this type of action takes me back to those days in St. Louis, Missouri, at Wrestling at the Chase, at the Kiel Auditorium. Capacity crowd, enthusiastic crowd. Look at this, a 2 count. Where did the young man get that intestinal fortitude at right there to kick out?
I don't know. It has to be
adrenaline.
instinct. It has to be instinct at this point.
That's what he is. He's fighting with instinct and heart.
Heart definitely plays a major factor. Although I don't think Kyle Craven has much heart.
Oh, look
But
at
do you
this.
really need it when you have that much power? Wow! Fall away slam all the way to the adjacent corner.
Wow. Drags him out of the corner, hooks the leg, count of 1, 2, and no, he grabs that lower rope. That's some ring savvy, knowing where you're at in that ring at all times.
Absolutely. You notice Craven pulled him away from the rope so he couldn't do that, but apparently not far enough.
This young man isn't giving up. He gets knocked down and gets right back up. Trained by Mr. Hughes, I can see why.
Well, you can hear the crowd getting behind him. He asked for their help earlier, and now he's feeding off their energy. Drop kick right to the keister.
Kind of an unorthodox drop kick.
Against a guy like Kyle Craven, you got to do whatever works.
Got to do whatever works.
And Craven looks like he's out of it. Well, that woke him up.
Well, the young man needs to get back inside that ring and stay on him while he's got him down on that canvas. You don't give a monster like that 1 second.
Well, he's back on his feet. That's not where you want him. Springboard off the top. Wow! Frog power slam, that could be it. And it is.
That's what I said. You can't give a monster a second because that's what happens.
And I mentioned earlier, once he gets his hands on you, I mean, that's pretty much it.
I'm very impressed with Killer Kyle Craven. That man's going places, I can tell you.
Without question, dominant wherever he goes, but I'd still like to see him cross paths with Superman Onyx. What incredible athletes we have here at World Classic Professional Big Time Wrestling. And fans, you're just getting a sample tonight. Unfortunately, the ringmaster seems like he's okay. Look, he's not even sure what happened. He's asking him, was it 3? What happened?
Well, and you can't, you know, he can't be ashamed. He got in there and gave it all he could do.
Absolutely.
Just outmatched with power.
Hello, everybody. Sean Bossman here, the boss of pro wrestling, and along with me, Dr. Harvey Whippleman. And I want to welcome you to March Mayhem here in Chillicothe, Ohio.
You know, you get 2 for the price of 1. You get Harvey Whippleman and Downtown Bruno, one and the same. I'm here. I'm happy to be here. Every time we come to this event, it's just overwhelming. The great fans, the great matches, everything. This is a great event. I look forward to it every year, every time they come. And you know what? As long as you're here, boss, I'll never be the ugliest guy at the event.
Did he mean? Oh, never mind then. But I just want to say real quick, I understand your man, Mr. Hughes, is wrestling his final match ever here tonight.
Yes, tonight is the final match for the Big Cat, Curtis Hughes, Total Protection. Matter of fact, come on over here, Mr. Hughes. I'm going to tell you what. It don't matter who they put Mr. Hughes in the ring with. They're leaving in this urn right here.
In that urn?
$1, baby, because when this man hires me to get the job done, it gets done. That's how we got the gold from the freaking Undertaker, his most prized possession. But did he get it back? Who's got it now? Who still has it now? Why? Because this man, this brain right here, has put together the most killing machine, and that's Total Protection, Mr. Hughes.
And remember, it's like Mama says, it bees that way sometimes.
Here they come, making their way towards the ring. Mr. Hughes, along with his manager, Harvey Whippleman, teaming up with the Monster Congo Kong, and the guy who is leading the way, the Iron Russian, probably the lone Soviet sympathizer, I should say.
Well, I'm excited about this one. I remember back when Mr. Hughes got into this business, and I followed his career, and now look at him, into the Hall of Fame here in Ohio, and his match right here tonight. You know, this guy his final match, the Legends Grand Prix champion.
Still in possession of that urn which he stole from The Undertaker.
And of course, anytime you have Harvey Whippleman involved in a match, you have triple trouble. Listen to this crowd. Fans, I bet they're shaking your television set at home.
Definitely a patriotic crowd.
And this Congo Kong, he wrestled in St. Louis several times. I was surprised to see him on the card tonight. It's been a while since I saw him. He was a lot bigger back then. He's really slimmed down, but he's still a monster himself.
And if you thought the guy could fly around before, being lighter, he's faster and more high-flying than ever before. And there's the aforementioned Superman Onyx, along with the Rocket Josh Benson, the Ohio State Tag Team Champions, being accompanied by Mr. USA Tony Atlas.
Well, they don't come much tougher than Mr. USA Tony Atlas. I can tell you, having him there is going to be an equalizer.
Absolutely.
And look who else is at ringside.
Well, look at that. That's the half-pint punk Eric Smalls. Wait. He looks like he's preparing to wrestle. No, he's not going to get in the ring with these big men, is he?
Wow. Only on Big Time Wrestling will you see something like this. I'm telling you, fans, you are watching the best in professional wrestling. Big Time Wrestling.
Well, I'll tell you what, despite his height, do not underestimate the abilities of Eric Smalls. That man is in the gym constantly. He's deceptively strong for his size.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is a 6-man tag team match. It is scheduled for 30 minutes. Introducing first, and we're walking the ring on another Mr. Harvey Whippleman. It is the team of the Iron Russian, Congo Kong, and Total Protection, Mr. Hughes.
Listen to that crowd.
Wow. I mean, it's hard for us to hear, Sean. I'm telling you, this is going to be, if it stays this way, fans, you're just going to have to focus on that television. Uh-oh. Whoa.
Call them long-legged individuals.
He's already fired up.
And like I said, do not underestimate him. He is deceptively strong.
I'm telling you, and fans, anytime you see the banner flying with Big Time Wrestling on it, you need to get your tickets and go see it in person, because just the atmosphere here is unbelievable.
You know what? I dare say, if it wasn't for Superman Onyx being in the ring, Eric Smalls might be, pound for pound, the strongest man in the ring.
Wow. Listen to this crowd. You got Mr. Hughes on the ring apron. You got Tony Atlas.
Tony Atlas, you know, he'll keep Harvey Whippleman in check.
Oh.
There's the bell. This one officially underway. We're starting off with the Iron Russian taking on the Rocket Josh Benson.
Well, you know, these masked men are always interesting. They're hiding their identity for a reason. You know, it could be somebody that was in the territory, maybe got suspended, had to move on. They put a mask on, trying to come back and fool everybody. Or it could be a newcomer.
In this case, I think he's just ugly.
He's just ugly. That could be. I agree with you, Sean. Nice shoulder tackle there.
not enjoying these chants of USA coming from our crowd.
And I'm telling you, this floor is shaking. This crowd is just electrified and standing headlock.
He's not going to stay in that very long, I can tell you that. This is with the clothesline. Shoulder block takedown by the Rocket. Trust me, he's not called the Rocket for no reason. He is a very, very fast individual.
And look at the shape.
Absolutely.
I used to be able to do that. Can you believe that?
Believe it or not, I could too.
Woo! Well, I couldn't. Oh, now we're going to have a little tilt. Oh, I thought it was going to be a test of strength, but I should have known.
Tagging in Da Monster. Former TNA Impact Wrestling superstar. A gentleman whose career I have followed for a long, long time. Back in my early days in independent wrestling, he was around then. Like you said, a lot bigger back then, but a lot faster. And look at those headbutts to the elbow.
Oh, tag is made, and in comes Mr. Hughes. Uh-oh. Right to the breadbasket. Who's the man, he says. We know who the man is. It's called Mr. Hughes here today.
Come on, referee, they're choking him in the corner. Mr. Hughes just striking the referee.
Something that he was always well versed in doing.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh, what is he doing? Referee kind of tapping him on the shoulder. Whoa! Big headbutt. Those headbutts I remember back in the days of the Bobo Brazils and Settler R. Thomas and Rufus R. Jones.
This time to the rib area by between Congo Kong and Mr. Hughes. We're going to see a lot of headbutts here. Oh, telegraph that one.
Over.
Look at that. Perfect balance.
And you know, Sean, what was amazing back when Congo Kong was first getting started, when he was bigger, he could still move around. He was still agile.
Yeah, you could. I used to call him the big man's Jeff Hardy.
Yes. Listen to this crowd. Fans, there's nothing wrong with your television set. It is just this crowd. They are into this six-man tag.
And Josh has yet to get a single tag in this match. They've done an excellent job of cutting off the ring, as well as distracting the referee. And I know Superman Onyx and Eric Smalls, they want to get in there and help, but they're actually hurting their man.
Sharp jab to the head by Mr. Hughes. Now that double axe handle on the back between the shoulder blades.
Now he's fighting back.
Oh, there's that equalizer we talked about.
I never understood how Mr. Hughes could wrestle in a suit. He's done his entire career almost.
Him and the referee having it out again.
Look at that from the outside. Harvey Whippleman. Here comes Tony Atlas. Oh, yeah, he's got him.
He got it. He's telling him.
Whippleman backed off quickly.
Harvey don't want to try to match wits with Tony Atlas.
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Wow! Big man taking off of his feet with that flying clothesline. And now Superman Onyx wants that tag.
Oh, that tag's made.
Really tight Eric Smalls. Against the Iron Russian. Look out!
And just like that, the crowd is... Oh,
doing the worm!
The worm! A head spin!
Look at it coming, Congo Kong like. Congo Kong didn't want to risk that. Headbutt by Superman Onyx. And all 6 men in the ring now.
Am I correct, Sean?
Tony Atlas?
Yes, Tony Atlas coming in the ring.
Trying to help Eric Small. He just clobbers the Russian. Second, one, two, he got him!
There he goes.
Unbelievable!
Unbelievable. He's trying to tell the referees that Eric Small pulled the tights, but I don't believe that.
The Iron Russian was out there telling Harvey Whippleman that Tony Atlas clobbered him, but the ref didn't see it.
I think they got outsmarted, Sean.
Yep. Well, they were distracting the referee earlier, and what the ref didn't see.
Look at Harvey Whippleman. He's all upset.
Tony Atlas is challenging him, showing him that bicep. The man is still in tremendous shape. I'd love to see Tony slam Congo Kong right now.
Oh, easy. Tony's going to not get out of the ring until they do, I can tell you. He's not going to turn his back on him.
It's the mark of a veteran.
Uh-oh. Oh, here comes Harvey Whippleman from behind.
Oh!
That's not very smart.
Oh, he's got him now. Big headbutt! How many headbutts is that in this match?
Man, oh man. That's the best one right there, though, on Harvey.
Absolutely. Uh-oh. Tony has something to say. Did you remember to put your hand over your heart for that?
Yes, I did. Always, when Tony Atlas is in the house and you give him a microphone, you know that's going to come about because he is a very patriotic individual.
Absolutely. What a surprise. Several surprises in that match.
Wow, I'm telling you, it just gets better and better. I'm telling you, that's why it's called Big Time Wrestling.
Big time indeed. All right, now I am here with the Queen of the Ring champion, and she has said that she is going to issue a special open challenge tonight. Who's she gonna face? She doesn't even know. How do you prepare for something like this?
Baby, Big Mama has caught the fastest and slammed the strongest. I can take on anybody and everybody. The question is, who wants to step to Big Mama?
That is an incredible question. Who is going to step up? Who is it going to be? Fans, we're going to find out in just a few moments. Well, here comes the Queen of the Ring champion, Big Mama, and she's promised she's going to deliver an open challenge.
Well, I've been hearing a lot about Big Mama. I've not seen her in action before, but I've sure been hearing a lot about her, so I'm really excited about seeing this match right here.
I heard you're going to accept her challenge.
No.
No? Okay. I must have got some misinformation.
Misinformation. Well, this is an open challenge. I'm excited to see who's going to accept that challenge here.
Yeah, I'm wondering, does it just have to be a woman, or will she take on anybody?
I think she'll take on anybody from what I've been reading up on her and hearing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is scheduled to be the fifth match of the evening. We have the current Queen of the Ring champion, hailing from Rydell High. It is Big Mama! However, I do not have a second name on my card.
Big Mama laid out an open challenge to anybody who had what it took to step to the woman.
What, Bobby Fulton?
Bobby Fulton coming up on the ring apron. I'm not sure
Oh,
what.
he's laying down some guidelines. I thought he was accepting the challenge for a second.
Well, he's getting in the ring.
Well, maybe he is. Maybe it's a question on if the title is going to be on the line or not. That I was not informed.
Uh-oh. The bell? The bell rang. I'm not sure what that means. Is it going to be Bobby?
Wait a
No.
minute. Apparently they don't have anybody here.
They don't have anybody. No, they're raising Big Mama's hand. Nope.
And the winner and still Queen of the Ring champion, Big Mama!
Well, she had an easy night tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Fans are a little disappointed. They were hoping to see her squash somebody, but apparently there was nobody in the building.
Bobby back up on the ring apron now. Oh,
Big Mama's saying, "Get me somebody." She doesn't want to win that way.
wow. She's going outside the ring. She says, "I'm a fighting champion."
I don't blame her. She definitely wants somebody.
Yeah, you come all this way thinking you're going to get in some action. Uh-oh.
Fan was willing to accept the challenge.
Yeah, Bobby's.
Obviously, we need somebody who's trained and licensed.
She's still hollering. She wants somebody. She don't care who it is.
I don't think she's going to leave till she gets an opponent.
Well, I don't think I'm going to go down there and make her leave. Bobby's trying to do his best to explain to her that there's no opponent. It was an open challenge.
Is she challenging fans? She doesn't care. She wants somebody.
She wants somebody.
Bobby rang the bell again, saying there's no opponent.
Bobby's looking back towards the dressing room. I don't know if somebody, I think it's the fans that keep coming up. Uh-oh, who's this now?
I don't know. That's somebody else's.
Big Mama gets back in the ring, but there's a fan.
Big Mama's welcoming her challenge. Bobby's saying no, no, no.
Oh!
Wait, somebody's coming in.
I don't know who this. Surely that's just not a fan.
It can't be. Bobby's trying to stop it. The bell is rung. And these two girls are going at it. Whoa!
Big right. Don't know anything about this lady. If she came out of the audience or from the back somewhere, Bobby tried to stop her.
Bobby said, let her go. She wants it that bad. He tried to stop it. going to be in for the beating of her life. This has got to be the biggest mismatch I've ever seen in my life.
Man, I'm telling you, she's throwing some rights.
Yeah, give her credit. She's trying to fight. She accepted a challenge. Uh-oh.
Ooh, what a big one by Big Mama. Puts that shoulder right into the midsection, now drags her out of that corner. Oh, standing clothesline on whoever this opponent is.
Oh! That's got to be it.
1, 2, 3, man. I feel sorry for that, whoever she is.
Fans,
you hear Big Mama saying, get her out of my building.
fans, that's why you should always stay out of the ring. Don't touch the wrestlers, because if you get in a fight with one of them, you don't know what they're going to do. One of the big moments we have here at March Mayhem is going to be the introduction to several new members to the Ohio Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, one of which longtime world classic professional big time wrestling ring announcer and the man who introduced Bobby Fulton in his first ever match, Hank Hudson, and I want to congratulate you on your induction here tonight.
Oh, thank you very much. It's a tremendous honor. I'm so happy to be here, and I'll never forget that date when Bobby did his first match, June 17th, 1977.
He wasn't kidding. He will never forget it. He even knows the date. Now, there are so many other people you're being inducted with as well. The Malenko family, the Road Warriors, and so that was just a couple, so many more tonight. It's got to be an honor to be inducted in such a class.
Oh, I'm also happy to see Jackie Fulton getting George Hines, the Eagle. Yeah, long overdue for him too.
Fans, we're going to try to get words with everybody who's being inducted tonight, so stay tuned.
Well, Sean, 2 more big men in that ring, I'll tell you. They grow them big up here in Ohio, don't they?
Oh, they certainly do. And I tell you what, this is a rare occasion when Lord Crew has to look up to somebody. He's not used to being in the ring with somebody bigger than him.
But you can tell they are really just checking each other out as they lock up.
When I say he's bigger than Lord Crew, that's really saying something, because Lord Crew is no small man.
No, they're not. Back cement in the corner. A little tap on the chest area there. You can tell both of them is just checking each other out. Not wanting to rush into anything right here in the opening moments.
Definitely not. Oh, nice takedown. Obviously, Cal is quite schooled in the amateur wrestling style as well. Look at the Beverly brothers applauding out there. Why are they even out there?
I have no idea. Oh. Nice go behind again.
Cal wisely going onto the ropes. Dropped down by Lord Crew. Look at that drop kick. And to the outside goes Cowboy.
And the Beverly brothers calling for a timeout. I know they know we're at a wrestling show. No timeout.
They'll try to get any advantage they can. Lord Crew says they want. Oh, he's going to challenge him.
Uh-oh.
I can't quite see from my vantage point. Is that Bo or Blake out there?
I can't either.
I don't think Lord Crew cares. He'll take them both.
He'll take them all, yeah. And that's what I like here at Big Time Wrestling. You know, all the surprises and.
Uh-oh, he caught him.
He caught him right there, trying to kick. Whoa, big right. Oh, a boxing match right now.
Let me tell you, Lord Crew, he's one of the best strikers we have around here.
Oh, big right from left field there.
Beverly brothers tried to grab the foot
from behind.
And all they managed to do was distract him. And maybe that was their goal.
That's what it was.
Just to distract him.
Just to distract him and let him get in there with that belly to back.
Whatever they tried, it worked. It's now Bloom laying in several right hands, showing that he can strike as well. Although it's a lot easier when you've got the advantage.
Exactly. And he needs to get away from that side of the ring because with the Beverly brothers outside, you know what they're going to do if that referee happens to get distracted.
You notice they're on the same side of the ring. It's like they're afraid to separate. And Lord Crew hit that corner hard.
Slow to get up.
Absolutely. And Bloom just measuring him now. Oh! Big snap suplex down for the cover. Only a 2 count.
Now we're going to tell the referee how to do their job.
Well, I don't know. If he told you how to do your job, would you argue with him?
I don't think so.
Irish whip into that corner again. This time Bloom follows him in. This time, out of the way, roll up. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Too much power.
I don't know if you notice, if that ring keeps getting hit like that, it's almost turned sideways.
Look at the Beverly brothers. The
Oh,
chair.
yeah.
Come on.
It just kicks it back.
Oh, he's out. Oh, but the ropes. He's right there by the ropes.
He got that right shoulder up just barely.
That's the kind of fighter Lord Crew is. Anybody else would have been taken out with that. And I bet now the Beverlys wish they hadn't gotten rid of that chair. He's looking for another one.
And now look at him. Look at the maneuver here. Now he's distracting him.
I don't know. It didn't seem like there was a lot of power behind that choking by the Beverlys.
Ursula's fighting back now. A reversal. Clothesline misses.
Oh, wow!
What a
right
boot.
on the chin. And somehow Lord Crew still kicks out. 25 minutes remain. I tell you what, Lord Crew is showing that he is no pushover. Ow! You see the way he caught his back on that ring apron? The hardest part of the ring. Now the Beverlys 2-on-1. As the referee is distracted, he sees none of this.
No, and they just roll him back inside the ring.
Notice he hooks his arm this time so he can't grab the ropes. Lord Crew is literally fighting 3 people here.
That's exactly what it is. You talk about triple teaming.
Well, 2.5 really if you count the Beverlys.
Yeah. Oh. Doing a little chiropractic work there.
Using that beard a little bit too. Referee ought to check on that. Getting a little extra leverage that way. The crowd trying to get behind the merciless one. He was just taken right down.
Well, as you said, it's hard to do when you've got the action on the outside from the brothers. Oh, reverse elbow. Caught him as he was running in that corner, up and over. Now he's on the attack.
Nice agility being shown by Lord Crew. There's a clothesline in the corner. Look at that! And the adrenaline is pumping now. There's Lord Crew in the second row. Look at the Beverly brothers. Tried to interfere again.
He came off that rope with the shade of a bulldog in a headlock. He hooks the legs, kind of 1, 2. Oh, how
so
close! Oh,
that's just about as close as you can get.
I thought he had him there, I'll tell you.
So did I. So did Lord Crew, in fact.
Yes, he's slow to get up too.
Well, he took quite a pounding earlier. It's amazing he's still on his feet at this point.
He's to the midsection. Now he hooks him, grabs the tights. He's trying to get him up. No, he blocks
Can't get
it.
the leverage. Oh, tornado kick.
That
to the side of the
connected.
head.
Man, Now he's hooked the leg. 1, 2. Oh, again. Wow. Where is they getting this man?
What is it going to take to put down either one of these big men?
Either one of them. Man, oh, man. Fans, that's why you're watching big-time wrestling. You never know. There's no predicting these matches here, I can tell you.
That's the wrong corner, I think.
That's the wrong corner.
Where the Beverleys are.
That's the wrong corner.
They're there. Referee saw them, fortunately. As soon as he turned his back, however, they grabbed his foot again. This is so unfair. No, he got caught by the throat.
Choke slam up and down. Oh, this could be it. Oh, he grabs him by the beard.
Up on the shoulders in a fireman's carry. Attitude adjustment 1, 2, and he got him.
He got him.
But it took all three of them. A lot of interference.
All three of them. And this crowd is not happy, fans. And I know you're probably not happy at home.
And the only ones who are happy are the Beverleys, and of course Kyle Bloom. Such a miscarriage of justice that took place. I don't know. When you're put in a situation like this, I probably would have walked to the back and brought somebody out with me.
Yeah, you would have had to. I mean, you come out there and you try to fight your darndest, but when you're 3 against 1, it's hard to overcome those numbers.
Absolutely. I know Lord Crew prides himself on being tough, but sometimes you just gotta fight the odds any way you can. Fans, with me is another individual who's going into the Ohio Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame tonight. Precious Paul Ellering, along with the Road Warriors. Congratulations on your induction tonight.
Well, thank you very much. It's a testimonial to the fans that stood behind us during our whole career and made us the greatest tag team of all time and the greatest tag team of our time. And we're the only tag team, the only entity in wrestling to hold all 4 major belts. We held the NWA titles, the AWA titles, the All Japan Pro Wrestling title, and we finished up with the WWE tag team titles. That says a lot.
Indeed it does. It is quite an accomplishment, and nobody else has been able to match the accomplishments of the Road Warriors. Congratulations again.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Well, Sean, listen to this crowd.
Unbelievable crowd indeed. And I tell you what, I don't blame them because this match could main event anywhere.
Anywhere, any arena. I don't care where it would be at. When you put the caliber of these men in a tag match like this, and then you mix in the legendary Paul Ellering. All of these men in this ring is legends.
This is a combination I never thought I would ever see. But I mean, face it, Paul Ellering, the man who led the Road Warriors, and then the Powers of Pain, probably the team that know the Road Warriors better than anybody else. They feuded quite a lot.
Wow.
And now, wrestling fans, this is part 1 of the first time ever triple main event. A 4-man tag team match scheduled for 23 pounds, they are the Warlord and the Barbarian, the Powers of Pain.
And notice the ring announcer, the legendary Hank Hudson.
Oh, yes, what a legendary ring announcer. You can just hear it in his voice.
11 pounds, first the current Triple Crown of Wrestling Champion from Pineville, West Virginia, the one-man band, Heath.
And Sean, the Powers of Pain, a special tribute to the Road Warriors, the #1 tag team of all time. And you heard Paul Ellering say the Warlord and Barbarian was the team that gave him the most competition. And what a better way to pay that respect back right here tonight in Ohio.
Absolutely. Like I said, nobody knows the Road Warriors better than the Powers of Pain, obviously, with the exception of Paul Ellering himself. Because they feuded with the Road Warriors for such a long time, gave them such incredibly competitive matches because they study them well.
Well, we're going to see. We know Rhino, as you heard the announcement, one of the tops in the ECW, teaming up here with Heath Slater.
Heath Slater, of course, the current Triple Crown champion here and World Classic Professional Big Time Wrestling. What a partner to team up with, but what competition on the other side.
Oh, like you said, this is a main event in any organization, any arena, anywhere in the world, and it's right here on Big Time Wrestling.
Right, and it's just the first of our first time ever triple main event. Heath wants to get started. Warlord showing that power.
Believe me, they earned that name, the Power of Pains, for a reason.
Absolutely. A team that's been together for many, many years, but also had great success in singles competition. So if one were to get injured and would have to take over, they both have exactly what. Oh, nice spin around. Heath using that speed, but I wouldn't get too cocky.
Oh, that's the wrong man, the Warlord, to try to outshine him.
Heath's like, okay, you got me there. Question is, did Heath learn his lesson? Oh, here he comes, shoulder block takedown.
That didn't work.
It's tough to move a guy like the Warlord.
I don't think the Warlord moved an inch.
Not much more, if that.
You hear the crowd, they want Rhino.
Now, Rhino might be able to match power of the Warlord.
Oh, look at him, he reaches in.
I believe he does have the Warlord outweighed.
Oh, he's telling a Barbarian. Oh, there it is. You know what the old saying is, Sean? Watch what you ask for. Absolutely. Oh, look at that ring just moved again.
The brutality of the Barbarian. I mean, he doesn't care about anything.
Oh. That didn't work so good.
Barbarian showing that he's a powerhouse himself. Warlord might be the bigger of the two, but both of these men, that's why they're called Powers of Pain.
Another lockup. Oh, standing headlock.
And can this guy put the squeeze on you?
Rhino says, let me get out of this as quick as I can. Oh, a collision.
Notice how that ring keeps moving every time these guys collide.
I'm going to say it's going to be sideways here shortly.
When guys this big collide, I mean, that energy, that shock's got to go somewhere. In this case, the ring's absorbing it all.
Oh, he tried that with that running clothesline, and a Barbarian still standing. Uh-oh. Oh, he told him, I do it, you're going to go down. Here he goes.
Oh, he went for a clothesline.
Oh.
Rhino just absorbed every bit of it.
Here he goes. Whoa, both of them.
Oh, double clothesline.
Double one. Both same idea. Both out of the
Rhino
ring.
took the worst of that.
You see Precious Paul.
But it looks like he recovered faster.
Now the action spilling out onto the floor. Oh, a big chop by Rhino. One back.
Warlord.
All four of them out of the ring. Referee comes out trying to get some order restored.
Good luck. It's hard to watch all this when all the action to the outside.
Rhino going into the crowd, and so is Warlord. Over there, Barbarian with a chair. Fans, this one is breaking down here on Big Time Wrestling. Oh, with a water bottle.
Look at Rhino with a chair to the midsection of the Warlord. Oh, he's asking the crowd for approval.
Now Slater with a chair.
Obviously, referee is letting anything take place here.
Rhino again, a chair on Warlord. Warlord blocks it.
That could break a nose. Like I said earlier, that's the hardest part of the ring.
Now, all four men and the referee getting back into the ring. That's where it's supposed to be at. You can't win a match outside.
Come on, referee, get two of them out of there. Then again, I wouldn't want to step in between this.
No. Wait a minute, who's this coming in?
Wait a minute. Nick Hamrick is coming in. And is that the great Nate? Nate Manson, I believe.
Nate Manson.
And Nick Hamrick.
They're
interrupting our match.
The bell is ringing. This is going to be a disqualification. It's got to be.
But a disqualification on who?
I really don't care who.
I think they're kind of working together now. Neither one of these teams like that interference. The door! The door!
Oh, this! Barbarian on the top comes off. Oh my gosh! 2, 3. There you have it, a double pin.
So who won?
I'm not sure. No contest.
Oh.
That's the only way it could be. Rhino extending the hand out. The Warlord. Slater and Barbarian hugging. Well, there you go. That's what you call brotherhood, teamwork.
Absolutely, but what a shame it had to go down this way. What were Nate and Nick thinking?
Paul Ellering.
Not so sure.
Precious Paul takes the hand of Rhino. And fans, like we said, and we've been telling you all evening, that's why it's called Big Time Wrestling.
Every year, one of the major highlights for World Classic Professional Big Time Wrestling are the inductions into the Ohio Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame. Longtime ring announcer Hank Hudson, the world-famous tag team, the Road Warriors, along with their longtime manager, Precious Paul Ellering. Rounding off the class of 2026 was Mr. Hughes. On behalf of World Classic Professional Big Time Wrestling, we wish to say congratulations to the class of 2026 and thank you for your contributions to the world of professional wrestling in the great state of Ohio. Another individual we have here tonight. You know him well, and he probably wants to introduce himself. None other than Mr. Kennedy. Did you want to say that?
No, that was good. That was good.
Okay, I did a good enough job. Well, first of all, I want to know a little bit about this podcast of yours.
It's just everybody's got a wrestling podcast nowadays, but I think the thing that's interesting about this particular podcast is it's just me chatting with my friends. Whether it's just the lads from Scotland, my co-hosts, whether it's just us talking about current events in wrestling, or if it's me talking to The Undertaker or Kurt Angle or other people that I've had on my show. It's just that's just what it is. It's just a chat.
All right. And can we have the address so our fans can go and follow you?
Yeah, it's Mike Check with Ken Anderson or Mike Check with Mr. Anderson on YouTube, and we're basically everywhere that you get podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, all that stuff.
Okay, and now the big question that fans really want to know of, your main event match tonight with Enzo, the real one, and let me know, how do you prepare for somebody as off the wall as Enzo?
I've had 27 years of experience in the business. I've wrestled around the world. I've been in the ring with everybody from up and coming independent wrestlers to The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair, the greats. And Enzo is a guy who has also been, he's been to the dance, and he's an amazing talent. He's a great talker. I'm just interested. I just want to get in there and chop it up with him. And I'm really looking forward to kicking his ass, first and foremost. But I do respect him as a talent. I think he's tremendously gifted. And at this point, I love wrestling. So that's what I do. I'm just going to get in there and wrestle.
Well, I know the fans are looking forward to that match as well. Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Anderson, however you want to call him, versus the real one. In the words of Jim Ross, it's going to be a slobber knocker. Oh, I know what he's going to do. The fans love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for 1 fall with a time limit. Tonight an absolutely astonishing 236 pounds. I'm here from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
There you have his signature announcement.
There you go. I got to say, he's got a better microphone than Bud Lytle's been using all night.
Oh, yes.
That was crystal clear.
And the crowd loves it, like you said, Sean. And
Well, there ain't gonna be no mystery here. You're not gonna be Robert F. You're not gonna be John F. But I
got that reference.
Yeah.
So who would you say is better on the mic?
Man, I don't know. It would be a toss-up. But the question is going to be, who is going to be better in that squared circle?
That is the big question, and we're about to find out. Like you said, main event anywhere, but we've got it right here. And World Classic Professional Big Time Wrestling, March Mayhem in Chillicothe, Ohio.
Referee doing another check on both contestants.
Oh, wait a minute, that's the same foot. Kennedy just pulled a fast one.
Yes, he did.
Obviously, the mind games are in full play in this match. But who is the crowd behind? It's kind of torn here.
Yeah, the opening minutes here, I think, is going to set the stage on what this match is going to bring.
Both men jockeying for position just a few minutes ago. Kennedy came up with the advantage when Enzo ended in the corner. Or a real one, as he prefers to be called now.
Another lockup. Headlock. Whoa, referee just barely got out of the way. Whoa, shoulder tackle.
Classic shoulder block takedown. And real one's a little bit impressed, I would say, this time.
The real one kind of scooted back in that corner like, wait a minute, let me gather this situation here.
Tie up again. Another side headlock by Mr. Kennedy. Fires him off course. Another shoulder block takedown. Over the top this time. Beautiful drop kick by the real one.
And now it's Mr. Kennedy backing up into that corner. Well, I said the first few minutes of this match would determine what the course is going to be, and I think they're still testing one another out, Sean.
Yes, no one has been able to claim the advantage thus far. Nice go behind by the real one. And a reversal by Mr. Kennedy. Keep going, look at that. Nice roll up. Whoa!
Wow,
he felt him coming out. He tried to change his weight, but it was a little bit too late.
He tied him up like a pretzel there.
Just about.
Now Mr. Kennedy is saying he pulled his hair, but
looking a little frustrated. Got to keep your cool in this match, though. If you get frustrated, your opponent can definitely take advantage of any kind of mistake you might make. And that might be the key. Who makes the first mistake?
Ooh, went down low.
Home shot to the breadbasket, and now a kick. And a right hand. Kennedy's laying it in now. I guess the feeling out process is over. Now ran right into that boot. Side headlock by the real one. Kennedy tried to fire him off, but real one held onto that rope. Oh! Wow!
Snapped him right back in. Ooh.
Have you ever seen one of those before?
No, I have not.
That's how it is in big-time wrestling. You
Well,
never know what you're going to see next.
That just goes in what it's been all evening. I mean, just surprise after surprise. And now he's just delivering those big right hands to the forehead.
Right into the corner. Follows him in with a kick to the midsection. Another right hand. And up to the second rope goes Mr. Kennedy. As the crowd counts along. have any more of that. Now, ramming those shoulders into the midsection. It looks like real one's going up. I gotta say, I think there's a little bit more behind the punches of the real one.
And a big right hand found its mark, and you see Mr. Kennedy is staggering.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. Have you not seen the match? 3 minutes.
The real one needs to stay on him.
Yeah, I can't believe he's letting him recover.
Uh-oh.
Not a bright thing to do.
This is another mind game.
Yes. Oh.
That dead man fall, and he rolls him over. Drops that elbow. Second one.
What's he going for this time? Third elbow, perhaps. Leg drop.
Ooh, that was a close one.
2.5 at least.
Now out on the apron. He's climbing up all the way to the top. But Mr. Kennedy, wow, fell onto that rope.
Totally cost real one his balance, caused him to fall over, catch himself on those ropes. Ooh, right across the chin with that boot. He hit his head hard.
A 2
Not
count.
quite enough.
The real one manages to kick out of that.
I don't know. Why would you do something like that? When someone's got your feet, why would you grab the ropes? You know that's going to give them more leverage.
Unless you're trying to pull him back in, but it doesn't work, I'll tell you. Now it's Mr. Kennedy has the real one wrapped up in that reverse chin lock, almost like a sleeper hold.
The real one's fighting back. He knows he can't stand that very long. Oh! Right into the elbow. And now Mr. Kennedy choking a bit with that forearm while he was going for the cover, but hiding it from the referee, which is why Enzo got up so groggy. Look, man, pulling out all the stops. They know the loopholes. And the referee hasn't caught any of it yet. Sneaky indeed.
Purchased him up there on that top turnbuckle.
Kennedy going up again. Going for a superplex, perhaps.
Oh, man. What's the real one going to do? He starts throwing blows to the side and to the midsection, it looks like, and both of them back and forth.
It's like Kennedy waited too long. He might still get it. Yes, he does. Wow!
Wow. What goes up must come down.
That had to be one of the fastest superplexes I've ever seen.
Referee begins to count.
I couldn't even tell you who took more of the brunt of that.
Man, I'm just thankful it wasn't us.
Oh, but we're safe and sound here in the broadcast booth.
Boy, I got to give it credit to the referee.
That ring has taken a lot of abuse tonight. I hope it holds together for the rest of the evening.
Man, I'll tell you, them shoulders into the midsection on the real one. Oh, a big chop. Here we go again. Is he going to do a repeat? If he does, that could be it for the real one. He's climbing up there. He's hooking him. He's got him in that position.
A real one holding onto that turnbuckle. He's felt it once. He doesn't want to feel it again. Fighting his way out again. And a headbutt.
Another headbutt. The real one now off the middle rope comes over. Wow! Flying DDT. Roll him over, and that should be it. He hooks the leg, 1, 2, no! Man, I don't know where these guys come up with that energy.
The real one's arguing, but he turned his back and almost cost him the match. Eat the feet. That could be it.
He got him. 1, 2, 3. What a great match.
Absolutely.
Here on Big Time Wrestling, fans, it is excitement like you won't see anyplace else.
Standing with me now is the amazing Brian Huff. And you're going to be facing not one, but two gentlemen tonight. You're going to be facing Mr. International Jake Omen as well as the great Sasuke. And I want to know, how are you preparing for these individuals?
How I'm preparing, I want to start by saying it is just an absolute honor to get to share the ring with these two incredible wrestlers. But at the end of the night, with all the support that's coming from those fans out there in Chillicothe, when they're screaming my name, I will do whatever it takes to come out on top.
And I know this is going to be a match for the ages, fans. You're not going to want to miss this one. I believe that would be the great Sasuke.
The great Sasuke, and I research on him tells me he's right up there with the Ultimate Dragon. And I'm telling you, we're going to see it right here on Big Time Wrestling.
Oh, I love the action that comes from Japan, and it's been brought right here to Big Time Wrestling. And with these two individuals, Brian Huff, one of the most athletic individuals I've ever seen in my life. You see him do one leapfrog, you will be sold for life.
Well, and it's a unique match here, a triple threat match. No countouts, no DQ. You must win by a submission or a pinfall, and it's an elimination.
Elimination, yeah. I was not even informed of that one. And that's going to make this extra special. And of course, we must not count out Mr. International Jake Omens, the veteran of the match. And the man, in all the years I've seen him, has never lost a step.
Jake Omen, hailing from Indianapolis, they tell me.
Absolutely. He actually wrestled in the opening match in the first ever television taping for which I commentated.
Well, he's really going to take it to business. He's already threw one of them outside the ring.
Seeing if this is an elimination match, I would just stay outside until the next person got eliminated.
That's exactly what I'd be doing.
Brian Huff has that side headlock on tight. So he fires him off. Shoulder block takedown.
Look at him. I mean, he knocked him backwards.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Not sure what he's
Once
doing.
again. Well, Sean, we are in for a treat, I can tell you already.
What exactly is that symbol?
A third time. And now double teaming him, kicking him out of the ring.
I don't think they were really hurting him, though.
No. Oh, nice arm drag. Another one.
Excellently done.
Oh, nice hip toss.
I told you the athleticism of this individual. He is what you call a natural athlete.
Now we got action on the outside the ring. Uh-oh, wait a minute.
Here he comes. Oh, strike out.
He sure did. And now the two outside are saying, wait a minute.
They're saying we ought to work together to go get him.
Oh, that didn't last long.
The treachery of Jake Omen. But he paid for it. Brian Huff over the top. Look at that. Did you see the height he got?
You were right. The athleticism. He came. I'm speechless. He was up in the air.
Oh, he can hang up there for minutes at a time. Or at least it seems like it.
this.
He loves to fly. Wow!
He hooks him 1, 2.
If you've never seen an individual like Brian Huff,
I never have.
You're in for a complete treat.
Fans, now's not the time to leave that TV. Because I can tell you, this is just getting started. And what I've seen in just the opening minutes of this, oh, an abdominal stretch.
The octopus stretch being applied now, but here comes Jake Oman. That was a favorite hold of Antonio Inoki.
Yes, it was.
As a matter of fact, he even once got Hulk Hogan to submit to that move. That is a painful, painful move. And obviously the great Suzuki has that in his arsenal, and he's going for it again. You can lose by submission.
Yes, you can. Remember, no count out, no DQ. You must win by a pinfall or a submission. Jake Oman. That's what's so important with these triple threat matches. Just about the time you think you've got something going your way, the other guy comes in and look out. Using that shoulder into the midsection.
Nasty blow with that boot. Look how quick the great Suzuki is. Wasting no time at all. Whoa, wow! May have snapped his neck with that.
Oh, that's what I was just talking about.
Why would you save an opponent from being eliminated? It's an elimination match.
Yes.
It's got to be instinct on the part of the wrestlers.
Either that or you've got a plan and you want it to be against a certain individual in there.
Very good point. That might be a very good strategy. Brian Huff may not want to go one-on-one with the great Suzuki.
Uh-oh. He's climbing up on that top rope again.
Suzuki is pro. Oh, wow!
That's not
good. Out of nowhere comes Jake Oman. He spent a lot of time in Japan as well. One of the reasons why they call him Mr. International.
Well, he's wasting some valuable time right now.
That is true.
Front face lock.
I know he's faced Brian Huff a few times. I do not know how familiar he is with the great Suzuki. But he definitely gave him too much time there.
Another high risk off.
And nobody home. Everybody thinking 2-3 moves ahead. And that's what you got to do to be successful. Leg lariat to the side of the head.
Oh, he got him. Or did he?
I believe so.
Yes. Wow. Just that quick, and that's what we said.
I did not expect him to be the first one eliminated.
No, I wouldn't have bet on that, I can tell you. But now let's see what happens here. Jake Oman. We'll see if his high-risk maneuvers will pay off here as this match continues. Inside cradle. 2 count.
Didn't quite have that leg hooked like he needed. Oman's able to kick out, but look at this. How many times can he kick out? Oh!
He slowed him down there with a big boot.
Brian Huff ducking it with a forearm now. Well, obviously he's hurting. Hopefully Jake didn't see that. Oh, wow!
Right.
Solid right. How are these guys still on their feet?
Super kick. Up on his shoulders.
Oman fighting out.
multiple knees to the sides of the head and the jaws.
Well, they know there's only one elimination left.
What a maneuver!
Both knees right to the jaw, and now he's setting him up again. Looking a little groggy though.
He's climbing up. What's he gonna do?
He's going for a moonsault. Oh wow!
Oh, lands on his feet. Kick to the midsection.
Powerbomb! How did he kick out?
Unbelievable.
I thought he had him. The fans thought he had him. Brian Huff thought he had him. I dare say even Jake Omens thought that he was done.
Man.
I said earlier, you can't get much closer than that. I think we just saw closer than that.
That was close. Come on, you're wasting time here.
That's not going to win you the match. Uh-oh, he got caught. Oh, and he's laid out. That's got to be it.
1, 2, no! Back and forth.
Another powerbomb.
1, 2.
And another kick out.
You talk about back and forth, fans. We told you, big time wrestling is where it's at. And if you had any doubts when this program started, you've seen what we were talking about.
I'm at the point I don't even want to talk. I just want to watch this match.
I'm afraid if I'm talking, I'm going to miss something there.
Yeah, I don't even want to blink. You can see both of these individuals are slowing down a bit. They put every bit of energy they have into it, and nothing has been enough.
No. Sits him up there on that top turnbuckle again, leaning up against that iron post.
These are two of the best individuals we have in this area. Going at it one-on-one now, and you're seeing what it's all about. Brian Huff.
Oh, man.
Watch that superplex attempt.
Blows to the midsection in the side. Ooh, big right.
And now set up again. If Brian can follow through.
Come on.
Don't waste time.
He's going all the way up top. Uh-oh, he's rising up. What's he gonna do? Oh, he found his mark. Rolls over, count of 1, 2, 3. There you have it.
Unbelievable.
His crowd erupts. Go crazy, fans, and that's exactly what you're doing, Sean. What a night. What a match that was. I can't thank you. I can't thank Big Time Wrestling enough inviting me here. You are a professional. Big Time Wrestling should be honored to have you calling these matches because you, my man, just made it so much more interesting.
Well, thank you so very much. And I want to say it has been an honor to sit next to you. And I've learned so much from one of the true legends in all of professional wrestling tonight.